Welcome back to BNB Spoilers channel. Today, we're unraveling the high-stakes drama brewing on The Bold and the Beautiful. With the stalker storyline nearing its climax, all eyes are on Will Spencer, Electra Forester, and Remy Price as they face a showdown that promises to be unforgettable. Let's dive into the thrilling possibilities of this episode and explore what's next for these captivating characters. What's next for Remy Price? Redemption or revenge? As the dust settles on the climactic confrontation, Remy Price's fate hangs in the balance. While his intentions are twisted, Remy's delusions paint him as a tragic figure who believes his actions are for Electra's benefit. In his mind, he's the hero, saving her from a life with the Foresters and leading her toward the happiness he envisions. However, reality tells a different story. Remy's obsessive behavior and violent tendencies have made him a danger to Electra and those around her. Even if he survives this showdown, his future is bleak. Will he face justice and be locked away, or could he escape and return as an even more dangerous threat? The potential for Remy's character arc is intriguing. A redemption storyline, where he confronts his demons and seeks forgiveness, could add depth to his character. Alternatively, his downfall could serve as a cautionary tale about the consequences of unchecked obsession. Either way, Remy's role in this saga leaves a lasting impact on everyone involved. Will and Electra, a bond forged in adversity. The fight between Will Spencer and Remy Price isn't just a physical battle, it's a moment that defines Will and Electra's relationship. By stepping up to protect Electra, Will solidifies his role as her knight in shining armor, willing to risk everything for her safety. Meanwhile, Electra's actions during the confrontation could reveal new facets of her character. Will and Electra's bond is strengthened by their shared experience. Whether Electra takes an active role in the fight or supports Will from the sidelines, her bravery and determination shine through. This pivotal moment cements their connection and sets the stage for their future as a couple. Their journey together highlights themes of resilience and trust, as they navigate the aftermath of this ordeal. For fans, the fight is more than just an action-packed scene, it's an emotional turning point that redefines their relationship and leaves viewers rooting for their happily ever after. Electra Forester, a damsel no more. Electra Forester's role in this episode challenges traditional narratives of damsels in distress. While Will and Remy battle for her future, Electra refuses to be a passive bystander. Instead, she takes control of her destiny, proving that she's more than capable of standing up for herself. Whether Electra intervenes by distracting Remy or delivering the decisive blow, her actions underscore her strength and resourcefulness. This moment of empowerment adds depth to her character, showing viewers that she's not just a prize to be fought over, but a force to be reckoned with. Electra's transformation from victim to victor is a powerful narrative arc. By taking an active role in her rescue, she reclaims her agency and sets an example of resilience and courage. Her actions inspire viewers and add a layer of complexity to her character, making her one of the most compelling figures in this storyline. The fight, a showdown to remember. The confrontation between Will Spencer and Remy Price is poised to be one of the most intense moments in The Bold and the Beautiful. With emotions running high and stakes higher than ever, this fight is more than just a clash of fists, it's a battle for Electra's freedom and future. Remy's unhinged determination gives him an edge, but Will's unwavering love for Electra fuels his strength. The physicality of the fight is matched by its emotional weight, as both men fight not only for Electra but for their own sense of purpose and identity. For Remy, this is his last chance to claim the life he believes he deserves. For Will, it's a test of his courage and commitment. The writers have an opportunity to make this scene unforgettable by weaving in unexpected twists. Will Remy gain the upper hand, only to be thwarted by Electra's quick thinking? Or will emerge victorious, proving that love and determination can overcome even the darkest of foes? No matter the outcome, this fight promises to be a highlight of the season. Remy Price, a villain with a twisted vision. Remy Price's motivations are as delusional as they are dangerous. In his mind, he's the hero of this story, rescuing Electra from a life he deems unworthy. His actions, though rooted in madness, reveal a character driven by love, albeit a love distorted by obsession and control. Remy's descent into villainy is a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked emotions. His belief that he's saving Electra blinds him to the harm he's causing, making him both a tragic and terrifying figure. For viewers, his character adds a layer of psychological intrigue, exploring themes of love, obsession, and the fine line between the two. As the storyline progresses, Remy's role serves as a mirror to Will's heroism, highlighting the stark contrast between their approaches to love and loyalty. While Will fights to protect Electra, Remy's actions are driven by his need to possess her, creating a compelling dynamic that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Will Spencer, a hero in the making. Will Spencer's journey in this storyline transforms him from a supportive boyfriend into a bona fide hero. His willingness to confront Remy head-on demonstrates his bravery and determination to protect Electra at all costs. For Will, this fight is more than just a physical challenge. It's a defining moment that tests his strength and character. As Will faces off against Remy, his actions reveal a depth of love and loyalty that makes him stand out as a leading man. His courage in the face of danger inspires those around him and solidifies his place as one of the show's most compelling characters. For fans, Will's transformation from a secondary figure to a central hero is a satisfying evolution that adds richness to the storyline. What's next? A new chapter for Electra and Will. As the Stalker storyline reaches its climax, the aftermath promises to set the stage for new beginnings. Electra and Will's relationship, forged in the fires of adversity, emerges stronger than ever. Meanwhile, Remy's fate, whether imprisonment, redemption, or escape, leaves room for future twists. For fans, this storyline is a roller coaster of emotions, blending suspense, romance, and action in equal measure. The resolution not only ties up loose ends, but also paves the way for fresh narratives that continue to captivate viewers. What's next for Electra, Will, and the rest of the cast? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: The Bold and the Beautiful never fails to deliver drama and excitement. Next, we unravel the shocking developments on The Bold and the Beautiful. Luna Nozawa's potential release from prison could send ripples of chaos through Los Angeles. From unresolved grudges to dangerous alliances, this storyline promises explosive drama. Let's explore what might happen if Dollar Bill Spencer makes the ultimate gamble and sets Luna free. The fallout of Bill's gamble: will the city hold him accountable? If Luna Nozawa steps out of prison as a free woman, all eyes will turn to Dollar Bill Spencer. His decision to pull strings for Luna will undoubtedly place him in the crosshairs of those she wronged. Deacon Sharp, for one, will have no qualms about expressing his outrage. Luna's actions devastated his world, and her freedom will feel like a slap in the face. Adding fuel to the fire, Sheila Carter's rumored plans for revenge could escalate tensions further. If Sheila decides to avenge Tom and Hollis, Luna may find herself in more danger outside the prison walls than within. The Forester clan, meanwhile, will question Bill's judgment, wondering why he chose to intervene on behalf of a woman who has caused so much pain. For Bill, the repercussions will be immense. The community's backlash could tarnish his reputation, both personally and professionally. Will he have the strength to defend his actions, or will the weight of his decision crush him under the pressure of public opinion? Luna's release, a catalyst for chaos? The possibility of Luna Nozawa re-entering society raises unsettling questions about what comes next. Her history of violence and manipulation suggests that her freedom could spark even greater turmoil. Could she target those who stand in her way, Or will she use her newfound liberty to attempt a fresh start? Rumors hint that Luna's release might be the tipping point for Stuffy Forester, who has already endured more than her fair share of trauma. Having been held captive in a cage by Luna, Steffi's reaction will likely be one of outrage and fear. This development could add strain to her already fragile marriage to Finn, creating a ripple effect of conflict within the Forester family. As Luna steps back into the world, her presence will be a constant reminder of unresolved wounds. For fans, her release promises high-stakes drama and the potential for shocking confrontations that could change the dynamics of the bold and the beautiful forever. A wrathful Stuffy Forester, the straw that breaks the camel's back? Stuffy Forester is no stranger to adversity, but Luna's potential return might push her to her breaking point. Still recovering from Carter and Hope's corporate takeover, Steffi is barely holding on. Adding Luna's presence to the mix could shatter her already fragile stability. Steffi's trauma from being held hostage in a cage by Luna isn't something she can easily forget or forgive. Her husband, Finn, may find himself caught in the crossfire as Steffi struggles to navigate her emotions. The Shin marriage, already tested by external pressures, could face new challenges as Steffi grapples with Luna's release. For viewers, this storyline offers an opportunity to explore Steffi's resilience and emotional depth. How she confronts Luna, and the toll it takes on her relationships, will be a pivotal moment in her character arc. Bill Spencer's dilemma, compassion or catastrophe? Bill Spencer's decision to help Luna Nozawa reveals a softer, more compassionate side of his character. However, his well-intentioned actions might lead to catastrophic consequences. Bill's motivation stems from a lingering sense of responsibility for Luna, even though their familial bond turned out to be a lie. When Bill visits Luna in prison, the sight of her battered and bruised shakes him to his core. Her plea for help tugs at his heartstrings, making it difficult for him to walk away. But can he trust her story? Rumors suggest that Luna might be playing Bill like a fiddle, using her injuries to manipulate him into securing her release. Bill's choice to intervene highlights the complexities of his character. While his empathy is commendable, his decision risks alienating those closest to him. Will his compassion ultimately backfire, leaving him to face the fallout alone? Luna Nozawa's dark past, a reason for concern. Luna Nozawa's history of violence is a sobering reminder of what she's capable of. Convicted of a double homicide, her crimes have left a trail of devastation in their wake. Her actions not only shattered lives, but also fractured the trust within the community, making her potential release all the more controversial. For those who know Luna's past, her release feels like a ticking time bomb. Could she revert to her old ways, targeting anyone who stands in her path? Or will she attempt to rehabilitate her image and seek redemption? Either way, her presence will reignite old tensions and force those around her to confront unresolved feelings of anger and betrayal. Fans are left to wonder whether Luna's release marks the beginning of a redemption arc or the resurgence of her dangerous tendencies. Her next steps will be crucial in determining whether she's a character to root for or fear. The Spencer and Forester families, bracing for impact. The ripple effects of Luna's potential release extend far beyond Bill and Steffi. The Spencer and Forester families will find themselves at the center of the storm, grappling with the consequences of Bill's decision. As tensions rise, alliances will be tested, and old wounds reopened. For the Foresters, Luna's release represents a direct threat to their safety and stability. Steffi's unresolved trauma and Finn's divided loyalties could create fractures within the family, leaving them vulnerable to external pressures. Meanwhile, the Spencers must navigate the backlash against Bill, whose actions could alienate even his closest allies. This storyline sets the stage for intense family drama, with emotions running high and stakes higher than ever. How these families respond to the challenges ahead will define their futures and shape the course of The Bold and the Beautiful. A new chapter for The Bold and the Beautiful. As Luna's storyline unfolds, The Bold and the Beautiful continues to deliver the high-stakes drama that keeps fans hooked. Her potential release offers a wealth of narrative possibilities, from intense confrontations to unexpected alliances. For viewers, the uncertainty surrounding Luna's next moves adds an element of suspense that keeps them coming back for more. The show's ability to blend emotional depth with thrilling plot twists is on full display in this storyline. Whether Luna seeks redemption or wreaks havoc, her journey will leave a lasting impact on the characters and the world they inhabit. Next, we're diving into the mysterious and shocking changes at The Bold and the Beautiful. With key characters conspicuously absent from the opening credits, fans are left wondering, is this the end for Matthew Atkinson as Thomas Forester and Joshua Hoffman as R.J. Forester? Let's break down the clues, speculate on what's happening behind the scenes, and analyze the implications of these changes. The new opening credits, a telltale sign of change. The revamped title sequence debuted on December 30th, leaving fans stunned as two familiar faces, Matthew Atkinson, Thomas Forester, and Joshua Hoffman, R.J. Forester, were noticeably absent. In the soap opera world, such an omission is often a silent confirmation of a shift in status, usually indicating that contract players have been moved to recurring roles or written out entirely. This development raises questions about the show's creative direction and priorities. Why would The Bold and the Beautiful sideline two key members of the Forester family? For viewers, the absence of these characters in the credits feels like a symbolic erasure of their importance, sparking concern about the future of their storylines and the actors who bring them to life. A quiet exit, the signs were there all along. Even before the opening credits revealed the likely status change, subtle clues hinted at Thomas and RJ's diminishing presence. Thomas, once at the center of the drama with his tumultuous relationship with Hope, was abruptly shipped overseas and paired with Paris, a character who had been so infrequently seen that her return felt almost like an afterthought. Meanwhile, R.J. Forester, despite being the son of Ridge and Brooke and having a clear stake in the Forester creation saga, was glaringly absent from the storyline surrounding the company's takeover by Carter and Hope. His omission was puzzling, especially given his family ties and his previous romantic interest in Luna. These narrative choices suggest a deliberate shift away from the characters, leaving fans to wonder if their reduced roles were part of a broader strategy or simply a case of creative oversight. Thomas and Hope, the end of a compelling pairing. One of the most telling signs of Thomas Forester's diminishing relevance was the abrupt end to his relationship with Hope Logan. Their dynamic, marked by intense emotions, moral dilemmas, and moments of redemption, had captivated audiences. However, the storyline was abruptly wrapped up, with Thomas being sent abroad. Pairing Thomas with Paris, a character whose screen time had significantly dwindled, felt like a half-hearted attempt to keep him in the narrative. While their connection offered some potential, it lacked the depth and stakes that defined his relationship with Hope. For fans, this shift was disappointing, as it seemed to undermine Thomas's development and his importance to the overarching storyline. R.J. Forester, a forgotten son in the Forester saga. R.J. Forester's absence from the Forester Creations drama was equally perplexing. As the son of Ridge and Brooke, his connection to the company is undeniable. Yet, when the company was taken over by Carter and Hope, R.J. was conspicuously left out of the action. His exclusion felt like a missed opportunity to explore his potential as a key player in the family business. Adding to the confusion, R.J.'s earlier storyline involving his attraction to Luna was abruptly dropped. While his fascination with her could have added depth to his character and tied him to the broader narrative involving Tom and Hollis' deaths, it was instead shifted to Bill Spencer, leaving R.J. with little to do. This neglect of RJ's character raises questions about the show's commitment to developing the next generation of Foresters. Without meaningful storylines, his presence feels increasingly unnecessary, making his apparent exit from the opening credits less surprising but still disappointing. Creative decisions or practical constraints? The decision to sideline Thomas and RJ may stem from a combination of creative choices and practical considerations. Daytime dramas often face the challenge of juggling large ensembles, and not every character can be at the forefront of the action at all times. However, the abruptness of these changes suggests a lack of long-term planning for their storylines. For Thomas, his exit feels particularly abrupt, given his deep ties to the show's central families and ongoing dynamics. His character has weathered highs and lows, from villainous schemes to moments of redemption, making his sudden absence all the more jarring. Meanwhile, RJ's underutilization reflects a missed opportunity to invest in the future of the Forester legacy. These decisions may also reflect shifting priorities within the show's writing team. By focusing on other characters and plot lines, the writers may be experimenting with new dynamics, but the sidelining of Thomas and RJ risks alienating fans who have invested in their journeys. What does the future hold for Thomas and RJ? The absence of Matthew Atkinson and Joshua Hoffman from the opening credits doesn't necessarily mean their time on The Bold and the Beautiful is over for good. Daytime dramas are known for their twists and turns, and characters often return when the narrative calls for it. However, the lack of closure for their storylines leaves viewers uncertain about what to expect. For Thomas, a potential return could explore his relationship with Paris, his role in the Forester family, or even a rekindling of his connection with Hope. Meanwhile, RJ could step into the spotlight as a young Forester determined to reclaim his place in the family business. Their absence, however, also raises the possibility that the show is moving in a new direction, focusing on different characters and relationships. While change is a natural part of any long-running series, the sidelining of two key characters risks